Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, and I want to talk about Moses, former cast member of Love and Marriage Huntsville, getting out of jail after spending 10 months inside. And also, I want to talk about, ironically, an actor from the show Power, Book 2, Woody McLean, gets very emotional talking about the stereotypes of being a Black male actor, the stereotypes of a Black man. Now, before we get into these stories, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. So shout out to both Carmarel and Mila Chun TV. Those are the channels where I saw that Moses has gotten out of jail and is back home with his wife, Sunni Meeks. I saw that Sunni posted on the Moses and Sunni Instagram page. So I wanted to share this with you all. I know that you are familiar, but it is a picture of the two of them together. And Sunni writes, "This road has not been easy. We've lost, we've cried, we've laughed, we've smiled, we overcame. It's been the longest 10 months ever. But now we're here. No more lonely nights, no more lies, no more rumors, no more bars. Welcome home, Moses. My man is back. What they thought would kill us only made us stronger. Hashtag St. Louis strong, hashtag my man, my man, my man, hashtag home, hashtag Mosun, Moses and Sunni, hashtag a new chapter, reunited, life starts now, freed Moses, and a few more hashtags." So I am very, very happy for both Moses and Sunni. Dr. Shanita Foster even commented on this post and said, "Welcome home." Sunni has been holding her husband down. She has been productive filming season 2 of Sunshine, the series for Tubi. She has shared some of that footage with us on her YouTube channel. She's attended banquets with her dad. She's gone live doing makeup tutorials. She has definitely been positive in keeping herself busy while her husband has been away. I definitely tip my hat off to Sunni. I respect her for that. I can't even honestly say that I could do that, and I'm just being 100% honest. And I'm at peace with it because I know that I'm just being straight up. I don't know if I could, so I respect Sunni for her being so supportive and being patient. If you're spiritual, if you are heavily indoctrinated, you know that the church, the Bible promotes waiting, and that's what she has done. And I know that she definitely has depended on God and prayed about her thoughts, prayed about her feelings over the situation so that God could help her through these times. That spiritual work, it just spills over into your mental, into your physicality to help you deal. And she's been healthy and taking care of herself and taking care of business. And that's how she was able to hang in there all this time. And hopefully Moses, he would just stay on the right path. They don't have to worry about traveling out of state to film for the show. He can just focus on, creating a new career, perhaps starting his own business and spending time with his wife. I'm sure Sunni is ready to start that family. And I think it was meant to be for Sunni and Moses to meet, date, and fall in love. I know that how Sunni and Moses met were not the most conventional ways. And I know that, of course, Destiny did not like it, but it seems like Sunni is his person because she has held him down and did not judge him for his past. And actually looking back on what we have learned of them, I see why they move so fast. I see why it did not take long. Like Sunni said, it took about 90 days. It took about 90 days for us to fall in love and get married because he's been through a lot, from all of the loved ones that he has lost to his childhood, whatever led to the path that he took that got him locked up, to now having to do 10 more months, I could see why he would move, expeditiously and fall in love with Sunni and get married. It actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. And when I was on the Moses and Sunni Instagram page, I saw this video that Sunni made celebrating Moses' birthday while he was locked up. And this is definitely a huge example of how she has supported this man. And I wanted to share this with you all.
Okay, so before y'all go judging me, it was super early in the morning. I had bought Moses a birthday cake, and I really wanted to surprise him, but he caught me off guard. I had planned on getting real cute and dialed up for my man and singing him happy birthday in some heels and lingerie, child. But he called me at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was not expecting him to call. Luckily, I had already bought the cake.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Moses. Happy birthday to you. Blow it out, baby. I love you, babe. So right now we're preparing Moses' birthday dinner. I'm getting ready to make my sweet potatoes. I already got my greens on, cooking nice. I got my macaroni. And I already did some cabbage. Put this open. Yep, I already got the cabbage there cooked. So now, gonna fry some fish.
Okay, so before y'all go judging me, it was super early in the morning. I had bought Moses a birthday cake, and I really wanted to surprise him, but he caught me off guard.
Okay, so I wanted to share that with you all. I was just clicking around after being on the Moses and Sunni Instagram page, and that video, it kind of took me through a couple of different emotions. While I thought it was beautiful, the way Sunni prepared this huge soul food meal as if Moses was right there with her for his birthday, it also kind of made me a little sad. I experienced some sadness that they had to celebrate through the video phone. And he called in, was saying how she planned on getting dressed up and looking cute for her man when he called, but he called at 8 a.m. So she adapted, she got right into it. She presented him with the cake, sang to him happy birthday. He symbolically blew out his candle. She blew it out for him. And she made this huge meal, fried fish, cooked cabbage, collard greens, was cooking sweet potatoes, macaroni, as if he was there. And so Sunni is very thoughtful, and she continued to operate as a wife for her husband as if he was really free and outside. So that video, it was really telling of how committed she remained to the marriage even after he went away. So it was kind of sad to have to watch that, but at the same time, she was willing to do it because of love, because she loves him. So definitely send Moses and Sunni your well wishes in the comment section. All right, so now let's talk about power. I do not want StreamYard to start acting up. So we're going to stick with the same screen. Typically, I open up like multiple tabs so I can just, navigate to that one, but it's all good. So now we're going to listen to Woody McLean from Power Book 2. He's going to talk about stereotypes and particularly an acting workshop, how people reacted to seeing him. And he's going to get very emotional. He's talking about this on the Cam Newton podcast. And I definitely want to give my commentary on this. I feel like it goes hand in hand with the Sunni and Moses situation and Moses being out of jail. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I feel like I play different characters, but for some reason, I feel like everybody sees me as one thing. And I don't know how to feel about it. My first acting class I took in LA, they had this exercise where it's the first day of class and you have all these actors in there. And then she sit a chair in the front of the room, boom. And she said, all right, sit right here. This is me, I'm sitting in the chair. Back towards the whole crowd. I want y'all to tell this guy what y'all see him as. So I'm sitting in the chair. Everybody's saying, bad boy, the thug, killer. I'm hearing this stuff. They don't know me. You know what I mean? I'm hearing this stuff. And she's like, all right, stop. She's like, all right, turn around, introduce yourself. So I turn around, I'm like,
which one of y'all niggas tried me?
yeah. I'm like, Woody, nice to meet y'all. Everybody's laughing. Turn back around. All right, what y'all see him as? Oh, he's the nice guy. He's the sweet guy. He's the da-da-da. I feel like I play different characters. But for some reason, I feel like everybody sees me as one thing. But that moment made me realize people judge you before you even talk, before you even say something. You know what I mean? So before I was just picking any kind of role because I just wanted to act. But now moving forward in my career, it's like I want to be very strategic of what I pick because I don't want everybody to keep perceiving me as this bad person because
It's okay, bro.
But that moment made me realize people judge.
My bad, my bad. You good? I know you are good.
Okay, so I definitely want to talk about this. And this is a tweet that Woody McClain put out, it's been at least a week now, maybe a couple weeks. He says, I want to apologize to Cam and his team for my actions on his podcast. And the blogs reported his tweet, and the story was he obviously filmed an episode recently on Cam Newton's podcast. We don't know what happened. And then the podcast episode has been released, and we see that he got emotional and he left the stage. So I saw this story and I said, oh, I want to combine this with my commentary on Moses getting out of jail because they do go hand in hand about stereotypes about the Black man. First of all, I want to say that stereotypes suck. Okay, they are unfair to all of us who have to endure them. If you're a Black man, you're stereotyped to be criminal, violent, to have a low IQ, to have several children by various women, and to not have a lot of money. If you are a Black woman, you're stereotyped as being hypersexual, put an S in front of that, and sexual. You're stereotyped as having lots of children by different men. The Black woman used to be the image of the welfare recipient, when the majority of those on welfare are white. And, you know, there's a stereotype about the Black woman being angry and having a bad attitude and being ghetto. And there's this obsession with Black hair. And when you are a Black woman and you go to a predominantly white institution for college, or if you grew up in suburbia, there's so many questions about your hair. And if they're very cool with you, then they will ask if they can touch your hair. And when I was in college, because I grew up in Detroit, and the Detroit area is a very segregated area. So I grew up mostly, like 99% Blacks. One of my closest friends, Deborah, her and her family, they were an interracial family in our neighborhood. So we still communicate to this day. But in any event, When I went to college was when I like lived in close proximity with whites and would have conversation with them. And if I would go home for the weekend, I would come back with braids, or sometimes I would get honey blonde streaks in my hair, or cut layers in my hair, or it'd be red. So they would have questions about the hairstyle or whatever I was doing. And I always felt like in the back of my mind, are they asking all these questions because they think that it's hurting my feelings or it's embarrassing me that I have thick, kinky hair? You know, I was thankful because, you know, Black hair, we can do a variety of hairstyles. We can hold the hairstyle. So, you know, I didn't feel shame. I knew that they thought the hairstyles were cool, and I know they can't really rock it. So I kind of felt like they were, you know, just hating, but stereotypes suck. And to hear that Woody McClain was in an acting workshop, sitting in a chair in the middle of the class, and the coach tells the wannabe actors to hurl out all these stereotypes at him. Who do you see him as? And they say the thug, the Killer. That is unfair to him, because this is America, and it has been what it is since 1619 when slavery began. And so the acting coach already knew the answer to her question. And she knew what his peers were going to say. And I don't know why she did that to him. I don't know if she just didn't like our kind, if she wanted to break him down psychologically, if she wanted to break down his self-confidence. But that was pretty evil. It was unnecessary. We already know the stereotypes of a Black man. Like Biggie rapped, a Black male misunderstood, and it's still all good. And I just really feel bad that he had to experience that. And he said that, you know, he started out just taking whatever role he could because he was just happy to be acting. But now he says he's going to be more intentional with the roles that he chooses, because he no longer wants to play the stereotypical roles. And I think that's a blessing. I think, and just in my opinion, it speaks to perhaps he's in a very financially secure position. He was on Power Book 2. That was a very popular show, on for quite a few seasons. You know, maybe he paid cash for a home, and maybe he invested some of the funds, and he has a lot of money saved up. You know, maybe he has projects underway as well. So he can play, you know, a Black professional male or a married Black man with kids, and he can combat the stereotypes about them. Shout out to Cam Newton. You know, they say men, they're going to support each other, no doubt. Cam did not laugh at him for getting emotional. He did not try to make light of it. He told him, it's okay, brother, you are good. So he affirmed him that that was a safe space. And I really appreciate that, because the last thing we want to do is laugh at a Black man who gets emotional and sheds a tear, because you want them to shed the toxic masculinity, and you want them to tap into those emotions, because that just helps the community if they can get a little softer and not be so harsh, and then, you know, share that with others. So I thought this was really important, because, you know, now Moses, as a Black man, he's already dealing with those stereotypes. And then if anyone looks into his background, if he's trying to get a job, you know, then they're going to just do a search and then say, oh, yeah, you know. So I thought that these stories definitely went hand in hand. Have you experienced people stereotyping you on your job, in your neighborhood, at the mall? You know, how did you handle it? What do you teach your children about how they are perceived in this society, in this country? And what do you think about Woody McClain's experience in that acting class and him getting emotional? I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video, and please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you all are having a great Sunday. I am. It started off really chill for me. I laid in bed. I watched a couple Tubi films. Then I made breakfast and cleaned up the dishes. And then I said, okay, I'm ready to get out of the house. I'm ready to go to the gym. So I walked for an hour on the treadmill. It felt great. And then I immediately went grocery shopping. And when I put the groceries up, it made me feel great, especially because yesterday when I was waiting, for the tow truck driver for a few hours. It felt like I lost some time. And I was like, darn, we already just get 2 days off. So I was feeling bummed out about it, but I'm very blessed that I could even have auto insurance and have a job and be able to get the new tires that I needed with ease. So those are the things that I reminded myself of. And today I've been very productive, and I've started laundry on the second load. So mentally I feel productive. And I know that tomorrow we're all going to have a magnificent Monday. It will not be a manic Monday. And try not to snooze your alarm so you don't have to rush in the morning. Stand in the mirror, say your affirmations, and yeah, it's going to be great. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.